Goof on Radio with Rich Giordano.
My personal belief is that there is very compelling evidence that we may not be alone.
There has been and is an existing presence, an ET presence. It's not going to make a difference. It's not going to change reality.
I believe, as do the other folks that were on the flight, that when we visually saw it, that it was something not from this world.
Goof on Radio.
You were either in or you were either out, brother.
But the cream will rise to the top, oh yeah.
Goof on Radio with Rich Giordano.
I occasionally think how quickly our differences worldwide would vanish if we were facing an alien threat from outside this world.
Goof on Radio.
Remain seated, please. Permanecer sentados, por favor.
You're listening to Goof on Radio with Rich Giordano.
All right. Welcome to Goof On, everybody. I'm your host, Rich Giordano. It is Thursday? What is today? Is it Thursday? June 8th? Already. I know it's going by. I hate this dot right here. I don't know what that is on there. I see it. It's not showing up when I'm have the hat in my hand. It's just here. Must be the lights. Anyway, welcome to the show. We got a good one for you tonight. That is right. 8-foot tall aliens and a crazy story that may be 100% real. And it is just unbelievable. A 911 call, news, cops saw it. There's evidence. This story, right after what we just went through with Grush, the Grush, we had a Grush with greatness. That was bad. We have this happen, and we're going to get into it. We're not going to wait an hour. We're going to get into it pretty quickly tonight. We're going to run through this story. We're going to talk about more Grush and what other people are saying still going on. I know it's ridiculous. I told you at the beginning of the week, this is what we're doing all week. We knew it. Maybe even next week. Not the whole week, but as long as people are talking about it, I'm going to keep you informed on what's going on with this Grush guy and things that go bump in the night all across the world. It's just amazing, this story. Plus, I have other things we'll be talking about, but it's one of those nights where you have to suspend your disbelief to believe this. You're going to see the actual one of the witnesses whose backyard this thing supposedly landed in, and it's just amazing. It's one of the coolest stories I've heard in a long time. Is it? And it happened in Las Vegas. Yeah, right in these people's yard. You know, it's strange. You'll see. He talks about this witness, how he heard it coming out of the sky, and you get to hear it and see it. Well, you see the light, but you don't see the actual object hit the ground. But could this be faked? Do I believe it's faked? I don't know. 911 call. Cops are saying one of them cops said he saw something falling out of the sky as well. So we'll get into that. It's a good night right here at Goof On. Thanks for hanging out. I can't believe it's Thursday. This is the fastest week in the history of ufology. This is crazy what's been going on. So let's get roll call over and done with and get on to the show. I'm not wasting any time tonight. What do you say to that, Michigan UFO sightings and paranormal encounters? I'm getting in good shape. I can say it. What's up, Wayne? The wild ones here. Rebecca, what do you do? Easy E21, how do you say? Brookes, welcome to the show. 666 UFO UAP. What's up, Andrew? Welcome to the show. Michelle, welcome to the show. True Sharborg, welcome to the show, lad. Jeanette Angel with the 10-pound, 10 quid super dono. That is your stamp of approval when that's there at the beginning of the show. Thank you very much, Jeanette. I appreciate you hanging out late night. I know it's midnight over there, but I appreciate you as always. Mucho gusto, generoso. You can help support Goof On too the same way. Super chat, super sticker, PayPal, Cash App. All the links are in the show description. And that's how we survived this. That's what Truthology for Ufology has been surviving on. We do this together. Thank you for your support. Thanks, Jeanette. Diane, the boss, welcome to the show. Anomalies and the real deal. There you are. See, you got the memo. What's up, David Wilcox? Not Wilcox. Welcome to the show. Donovan, welcome to the show. Z-Muck, welcome to the show. Dave Bailey, what do you do? How do you say? Michael Babbitt, how do you do? Welcome to the show. Thor Panku. Jeanette is rich as sugar mama. Hey. She's one of them. No, she's not. Don't say that. That's not nice. Jeanette is a supporter of Goof On. That's how I see it. Josie _UK. Are ya? Hope you're doing well. Welcome to the show. Sven, welcome to this show. FGraph72, welcome to the show. Be serious. I'm still wondering why in 2023 didn't record this at all. Why? I don't know. Why in 2023 should be they didn't record. I don't know what that means, but welcome to the show. Bernie, what do you say, Mr. Muro? Welcome to the show. What's up, DK? Derek Kennedy. Welcome to the show. All right. If I didn't say hi, it doesn't mean I don't love you. It means we got a lot of show to do. Thor Panku. Well, oh, wait. What? Hold on. That was weird. Core Color Art. Welcome to the show. Mark D. Truth Searcher. Us. Welcome to the show. Dr. Disinfect. Welcome to the show. Stephen A. Welcome to the show. Truth Entertainment, changing your profile picture. Welcome to the show. Captain MIG 26. What's up? Telesales. Oh my God. What is up, Captain I don't know. How's telesales going? Man, that was like 2014-ish. I don't know. I'm out of that game. Thank God. How are you, you mystery person, you? Chris, welcome to the show. And Lucky Dairy, welcome to the show. Sky Allen, welcome to the show. Glenn Collins, an intergalactic angler, welcome to the show. Bernie Muro throwing down a $2 super dono. Pure love coming out of the Bernie Muro Foundation, supporting Goofon and mucho gusto generoso. Thanks, man. Hey, Tim Freestone threw it down too. How'd that sneak in there? Thank you, Tim. You didn't have to do that for the Chimps Bananas. I used to be able to do a chimpanzee, the sound of it perfect. But my voice has gotten so messed up over the last few years, I can't do it. But I can still act like a monkey. Thank you. Love bananas, even though I'm allergic to them. I know. Fun fact. I'm allergic to bananas. When did I find out I was allergic to bananas? Good question. About 7 years ago, I bit into one, not having a banana in like 2 years probably. And my mouth started to swell shut and my throat. I don't want to tell you what happened next. But that was the last banana I ever had. Boy, the way Glenn Miller played songs that made the hit parade. You know, I was told, thanks Tim Freestone, thank you Bernie, thanks Jeanette, thanks everybody. I was told that, and I think I mentioned it on the show, I got a message from somebody saying, do you know your Stephen Cambion impression sounds like Edith Bunker? I'm like, yeah, I do. It does. And then I sang the song. Guys like us, we've had it made. Those were the days. And you know when you want them. It's the we could use them. And all right. So Michio Kaku is getting in on the action. I want to thank Shelly Michelle Morrison, right? Wasn't it you who said it? No, just Shelly Michelle. I don't know. We got several Michelles here. Who did this? The one who's in here a lot. Shelly Michelle Morrison. Of course I'm right. There you are. She sent me this. So Michio Kaku, he says a lot. I think he watches Goofon. You want to see why? When they start talking like me, I get a little concerned. When Michio Kaku starts talking like me, I get a little concerned. No, I'm joking about him listening to Goofon. Yeah, but what he said, no joke. Ready? Go.
Let's say, follow the money. We physicists say, follow the evidence. Follow the people who have access to the evidence. Now, this is right out of a Hollywood script. In the past, we've had farmers and suburbanites say they saw something out there. The burden of proof was on them to prove that they were extraterrestrial visitations.
Son of a
the
bitch.
burden of proof has shifted. Now the Pentagon has to prove that these aren't extraterrestrial. And now we have this senior Pentagon official, former Pentagon official, David Baruch, who says that there are evidence of not just the wreckage of UFOs, but
come on,
vessels, perhaps even the bodies. Again, the difference is that this is no longer just a farmer or a suburbanite saying they saw something up there. Now there is a debate within the Pentagon itself at the highest level, with different people within the military contradicting each other. And so I think that this is a good thing, because now perhaps the truth will come out.
So one of the claims that David Grush makes is that the evidence he has witnessed suggests that of the crash wreckage, some of the crash wreckage that's been retrieved, the elements are not of human origin. And he also states that they've recovered pilots, maybe singular, but it seemed as though it was of human species. And I can only imagine that that sort of gets your spidey senses tingling. What are your thoughts about that kind of possibility?
Well, I'm a scientist. We have to be open to the truth and to data. That's what we physicists work on. The more information we get, the better. Now, so far, we have not seen the smoking gun. We have not seen evidence of DNA, for example, from these alien bodies. We haven't seen alien transistors and alien circuits. That would clinch it right there. No ifs, ands, or buts. As soon as we have alien DNA or an alien chip, end of story. However, we're not there yet, because we just have eyewitness accounts of people who've encountered these things, but we don't have the smoking gun.
All right. That's about all the kaku I could handle. Thanks, Michiyu. He said it. It's a script. But I know what he's saying, and I know what he means. He doesn't think it's a script like I think, but it is nonetheless sounding like a script. All right, let's get to the Las Vegas family. I'm going to start it off with the news segment, and we'll go from there. This is absolutely the most fun I've had in a long time this whole week. Thanks for hanging out, man. This is just good freaking awesome Yahoo fun right here.
It is the police call everybody will be talking about. Thanks for joining us here at 6 o'clock. I'm Denise Valdez.
I'm Brian Loftus. A family says something crashed into their backyard, prompting them to call 911, saying they saw creatures walking around.
Our 8 News Now investigators digging into this for weeks now. And tonight, David Charnes with the video you will only see on 8 News Now. David?
Right, Denise, sources telling the 8 News Now investigators that several agencies believe something landed or crashed. Whether it was non-humans or not, it certainly scared the people living on this property. Now, before we show you that video, listen to their call for help.
There's like an 8-foot person beside it, and another one's inside, and it has big eyes and looking at us, and it's still there.
Okay, where is this on your property?
In my backyard. I swear to God, this is not a joke. This is actually, we're terrified of it.
So there's 2 people or 2 subjects that are in your backyard?
Correct, and they're very large. They're like 8 foot, 9 feet, 10 foot. I don't know. They look like aliens to us. Big eyes. They have big eyes, like I can't explain it. And big mouth. They're shiny eyes, and they're not human. They're 100% they're not human.
Okay.
Well, the 8 News Now investigators obtaining video as officers then responded to the call you just heard.
Okay. So you're seeing what we're dealing with here. That was amazing. So as somebody who looks into this subject every day and real cynical on a lot of things, I'm thinking, how is this kid faking this? Does he sound like he's acting? And he doesn't. And we'll look, and there is a video he put out himself talking about what happened, and I'll play that after this. But even his body language was pretty good. If this is a real story, and wait until you see the evidence and hear more about what happened, in case you haven't, this is just really, I mean, the timing of it, especially right after Grush and several weeks after Corbell's flare UFO video. I mean, a lot has gone on in our field the last month. This is absolutely it's out of this world. Let's continue.
You'll see the officers also saw something in the sky that night, but the big question is, what was it, and is it all connected?
Leave her alone. It's almost midnight on May 1st when a Las Vegas Metro Police officer's body cam catches this. Something flashing low in the sky.
911 emergency.
Minutes later,
there's like an 8-foot person beside it, and another one's inside, and it has big eyes and looking at us, and it's still there.
someone calls 911 reporting 2 large figures in their backyard.
No, I'm so nervous right now.
The 8 News Now investigators obtaining another officer's video as he's sent to the Northwest Valley home.
I have butterflies, bro. Everyone saw a shooting star, then these people say there's aliens in their backyard.
By now, it's more than an hour after that bright light. Officers meeting up with the caller and his family.
What'd you see?
It was like a big creature.
A big creature?
Yeah, like around 10 feet tall.
I'm not going to BS you guys. One of my partners said they saw something fall out of the sky too, so that's why I'm kind of curious. Did you see anything land in your backyard, or?
They see like a big, that's what they say. They see like a big something with light.
What I saw right now, I do believe in it.
Police walk into the backyard to investigate, but Metro blacked out that part of the video because it's considered private property. What's clear? They're taking this call seriously.
Bullshit.
Hey, this might
Bullshit.
sound like
They blocked it out. That's why the kid posted his video. They blocked it out because they didn't want you to see the evidence that I'm going to show you here shortly. Hopefully the video's still active.
really dumb question, but did you guys see anything fall out of the sky?
Asking others what they saw.
I would normally discount it as nothing. However, seeing as one of my partners said they saw it too, only reason I'm actually investigating it further.
That investigation turning up no concrete answers as of Wednesday. Whatever or whoever fell into that yard, long gone within minutes.
Oh, hey, if those 9-foot beings come back, don't call us, all right? Deal with it yourself. I ain't dealing with that.
There's the men in blue, the brave. There you go.
So yeah, this
not
is
funny.
Quite weird. Brian was saying as we're watching this story. Now we've been in contact with the family in that video, and as you heard in that 911 call, they seem very reasonable and honestly quite scared as you heard them in the call. No, they don't seem impaired in any way, and whatever crashed by the time that police got there was gone. But sources say that there's really no dispute. Something was in their yard. Exactly what? We do not know.
I mean, it's so interesting. So, like, the Metro officer sees something, the neighbor sees something. I mean, so what could it be?
Well, we know that there are obviously a lot of military bases around this area. George Knapps covers a lot of that stuff for us on the 80s Now Investigators. We're showing you.
What is she laughing at already? That's what I can't stand about these people. She's laughing because he says George Knapps covers that stuff, and she's thinking aliens. What? I mean, just disgusting.
Well, we know that there are...
You know, as we're trying to lose the stigma, this bitch has to keep the stigma around. Okay, I'm joking.
There are obviously a lot of military bases around this area. George Knapps covers a lot of that stuff for us on the 80s Now Investigators. We're showing you drone video from above that area. And we know, of course, Creech not far away, Nellis Air Force Base not far. I checked in with them. They say they are not involved at all. And we are waiting to hear from the Pentagon as well.
All right. Now I'm going to grab you the kids' video, and then we'll talk a little bit. So this was posted, the Juan posted this, but let me show you, and then we'll talk. Here we go. There's the kid. Here we go. Here's the witness.
Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. This is my first video. I'm here to tell you what happened to me on May 1st, 2023. I'm trying to explain the best of my abilities. This is not a conspiracy theory. I'm not making this story out for clout or fame. I just want to tell you what happened to me and my family. And I know some people are not gonna believe this, but each person is different. So this is what happened to me.
He's good. His body language.
This is midnight and I'm fixing a truck in my backyard. At this point, I'm only with my brother and I hear something fall from the sky. I turn around. The only thing I see is a big light falling from the sky, and moments after, I feel a big impact and a bang, sort of like a big impact fall. And me and my brother looked at each other and we were scared, but when the impact happened, it was sort of like a shock wave, like an out-of-body experience. So to say, when I tried to look at the object, it was all blurry, not my vision, but only the backyard area. And I hear thousands of footsteps around me, and maybe a couple seconds later, the blurriness was gone. And here's the footage of the body the police officer's body cam, and here's the object I'm referring
This kid's
to.
awesome. God, I love this. The object. There it is. Man, it's blue.
Here's a ring camera video. You can hear the bang. This is around the neighborhood. So
This is amazing. What the frigonometry? Did you hear that? I know my voice goes up when I get excited. Listen to this. That was so cool. You can, it sounds machine-ish, doesn't it?
This is around the neighborhood. So here's the video.
Sounds like fireworks, right? Now, watch this over this guy's head. Right here. There it is. I'm going to play that over a few times. Just so you guys get used to seeing what it looks like. Pretty cool, right? It's blue. It's definitely not a firework because that's coming from the sky going down. It looks that way. Maybe it's going over. It's hard to tell. It's very low. But I'll continue with this now.
Around 8-10 feet tall. Very thin.
Whoops, sorry, guys.
I call my dad. Here's the video.
All right. It's wild, isn't it?
So when that happened, the only thing I can see in the backyard is a tall creature, probably around 8-10 feet tall, very thin. So I called my dad. He went to the backyard and he saw the same thing, the same creature I saw. He told me to go inside the house. At this point, we all freaking out, me and my family. And here's the video where we were in the backyard area. You cannot see it too good, but on camera, but it's there. Here's the video.
¡Ay! Profesor! Calmungarela, me canceles var eso. Kylo, cherro, que chitica. Kylo, cherro.
Moments after the video, me and my brother went to go pick up my tools. Then my brother calls me, and he told me shakingly, look behind the forklift. So I look. Keep in mind I'm facing the forklift, and then I see the alien creature.
No, bro, they made a circle.
It was a tall, skinny, lengthy creature. He was a gray, greenish color, and when I looked at it in the eyes, my body just froze.
Okay, I gotta pause it there for a second. A gray-green, God. I literally got goosebumps just now because that is exactly how I described what I saw in my bedroom when I had when I saw the blue beam. By the way, the blue beam color looked just like the blue in the sky. That kind of freaked me out too. This is a very interesting, I just realized that when he said the bluish, greenish skin, like grayish, bluish, greenish, that's what I saw. And I remember because there was a beam of light, it went, when it got next to the alien, it went back into the little ray thing that was in his hand. I didn't see it. It lit up the alien and I was able to see the colors change. You know those paint jobs on cars? Depending on where you look at it, it looks green, it looks blue. That's what it looked like. And I imagine that's what this kid said. That's what this kid saw, going by what he said. But this is weird. And there was a circle. I didn't want to tell you, but there is a crop circle, but no crop.
Like the same experience as having sleep paralysis. Keep in mind, I'm staring at him and I look at his whole body and he has a weird looking feet and a big face and eyes, and you can see a big mouth. And I could hear his loud, deep breathing and I could see his stomach moving. He would just stare at me. Seconds later, I could start moving again. And
he's reading this. He wrote it down and he's reading this. Okay, this bothers me a little bit. Why? Why would you be reading? You can tell he's reading, right? 1,000,000%.
Start moving again. And I start running towards the house. That's when I call 911, and here's the 911 call.
There's like an 8-foot person beside it, and another one's inside, and it has big eyes and looking at us, and it's still there.
Okay, where is this on your property?
In my backyard. I swear to God, this is not a joke. This is actually, we're terrified of it.
So there's 2 people or 2 subjects that are in your backyard?
Correct, and they're very large. They're like 8 foot, 9 feet, 10 foot. I don't know. They look like aliens to us. Big eyes. They have big eyes, like I can't explain it, and big mouth. They're shiny eyes, and they're not human. They're 100% they're not human.
Okay.
I want to go back to this. People are talking about whether because he is reading. And Diane said in chat that, well, maybe because he didn't want to forget, so he wrote it down. True. I do that too when I'm talking about subject matter that I didn't write or I didn't have a personal association with the archaeological dig. You know, so when I'm reading something from ancient Egypt, of course I'm going to have it out in front of me with little notes. But when you have your own experience, I have never once written down anything and told you guys the story that way. I never said, and then when I went to the window, I looked out and saw that there were 4 crop circles outside. The was... You don't do that. You just tell your story. So, did you catch what he also said? I think this is a kid who's experiencing sleep paralysis, because he says, just like my sleep paralysis, I couldn't move, like my sleep paralysis. So, I haven't looked into it yet, and maybe I should have, but it was a busy day. And I didn't think, because I didn't catch it the first time I heard him say that. But if this is a kid who's continually having experiences, and we see on video something falling out of the sky, witnesses saw it fall out of the sky, a policeman saw it fall out of the sky, it's on camera falling out of the sky, it happened. And in this situation, even though he's reading, and I don't think he should be, but I think Diane is right. He doesn't want to forget. I don't like it as much as you, but his body language is pretty good for somebody who's reading his own story. I'm still skeptical, but there is evidence. We saw it. We heard it. He even called 911. People who lie, fake, they don't call the police. No, because they know it's a crime to lie on a police report. He's calling the police, getting a documentation of it. It's recorded. It happened. Deal with it. I don't know what to tell you guys. But so far, there's nothing telling me that this kid's lying. Although the reading I don't like, I'm gonna stand fast. Never mind. Just watch.
I'm waiting for the police to come, and you could hear footsteps in the backyard area, and a loud whispering, like you could hear whisperings. We were in the living room area, and you could hear footsteps on the roof. So we waited a little bit for the police. When they arrived, they told me I told them what I saw.
See?
And they were kind of freaked out. Here's the body cam of the officer.
Now, it's more than an hour after that bright light. Officers meeting up with the caller and his family.
What'd you see?
It was like like a big creature.
A big creature?
Yeah, like an old testy top.
I'm not going to BS you guys. One of my partners said they saw something fall out of the sky too, so that's why I'm kind of curious. Did you see anything land in your backyard, or?
They see like a big, that's what they say. They see like a big something with light.
What I saw right now, I do believe in it.
Police walk into the backyard to investigate, but Metro...
So they went in the backyard, and one of the officers pointed at the floor, and it was a perfect circle. Here's a photo of the circle I'm referring to.
Told you. Now, look at the circle. Look at the interior here. Do you see the lines? The lines? Something landed here. That's an impression in the ground. And the circle. This looks like louvers or some sort of 1, 2, 3, 4 panels maybe, or boards of some type. This is freaking unreal what's happening right now. I can't believe this is here. Look at this. This isn't fake. They didn't scurry around with their feet. Not that I could tell. It doesn't look like they just made this either. It looks like, I don't know. It looks like it's been there, but maybe it hasn't. It's hard to tell. Because you have rocks that are strewn right over the part that should be fresh. But maybe when it took off, it spit some rocks off onto the circle part. But you see it. It's here. And you see here, it goes all the way out. Look at this. And you can see little louver, like lines in the dirt. Yeah, like it landed. Is that oval shaped? Am I seeing this right? It looks like it goes way out there. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Yeah, see here is it goes all the way out to here. Okay. Right here, I see it. It's not a perfect circle, actually. It's more like a teardrop. Almost like a teardrop. See down here how it gets closer on the right here to here compared to here. This is like a teardrop almost. Diamond shape maybe. Huh. And then it's got these lines inside of it. Very cool. All right, I'm going to hit play.
Keep in mind, 2 officers came in my house, and one of them started running to his car, driving around the neighborhood, asking passing cars if they saw a light.
What's clear, they're taking this call seriously.
But the cops got there an hour after the fact. If you didn't catch that, by the way. The cops didn't get there till an hour later. Did you see anything? Oh, no, I haven't seen people do that. No, I haven't seen any. Not now.
Hey, this might sound like a really dumb question, but did you guys see anything fall out of the sky?
Asking others what they saw.
I would normally discount it as nothing. However, seeing as one of my partners said they saw it too, only reason I'm actually investigating it further.
Goosebumps and freaking out. He started investigating that he told me his partner, she saw a light falling from the sky. He told me he believes me because her partner reported that she saw the same light as...
Translation. If my partner didn't see it, I wouldn't believe you. And the only reason the little pig is investigating it because his partner pig also saw the light fall out of the sky. We don't give a shit about what citizens believe or say they saw. Only if my partner can confirm it will I believe it. What an ass face. This is why cops are getting bad rap nowadays, man. They don't believe anything. You're guilty until innocent. Anyway, that's another show. Here we go.
As me. Now we're walking the front yard. Then the other officer came here. Here's a video of him talking to my family.
If those 9-foot beings come back, don't call us, all right? Deal with it yourself. I ain't dealing with that.
We're going to look at the circle again.
For the left, one of the officers told me, if I see the thing again, to don't call him, just shoot him. And you can hear in the video. Here's the video.
if those 9-foot beings come back, don't call us, all right? Deal with it yourself. I ain't dealing with that.
So they left, and we went inside the house, and we started praying. As we're praying, you could hear a loud human-like scream in the backyard. This is what happened to me on May 1st, 2023. I hope you guys kind of understand what happened to me. I know it's hard to believe, but I saw what I saw, and it's kind of going viral. That's why I'm here to explain the story. I did an interview with journalist Doc Papa. I'm going to put his video in the description. I'm going to make a part 2 of the stuff that happened after May 1st, and thank you for watching the video.
Oh, yeah, let's watch the, I want to go back to the crop circle or whatever. That, to me, was really cool looking, to be honest with you. Here we go. Pull it back up for you guys. I really am concerned that this is a true story, by the way. I'm concerned about that. Oh yeah, sorry. I'm concerned because this is bizarro. And this kid says there's going to be a part 2. I'm going to try to get him on the show. I don't know if I need to, but I have questions. I have questions myself. Hold on, let me pull this up in there. Let me get in there for you. So, like I said, I see these impressions in the rocks, in the gravel, in the dirt, whatever this is. And if you look here, whoops, your mother's got 19 eyeballs. If you look here, it's hard to see, but it looks like there's a divide that goes down the center of the circle that divides this. Then it's empty a little bit, and then you got more louvers, more lines on this side. So whatever landed here created the circle, had boards, panels, whatever, it landed, literally touched the ground. It made these impressions, which we can clearly see. And not only that, the aliens were standing next to it, as the kid said. I wonder if he's going to see any alien footprints, because it looks like there might be 1, 2, 3, 4 toe print, like toe mark here. Maybe that's pareidolia. But I find the circle intriguing. I don't know. I see other dirt mounds in the back here. It looks like, I don't know. You know, the kid said he was working on his car. This whole thing could be a joke. Could be a prank. It could be. But I don't think it is. For once. This is not Stan Romanek. This is a much younger person who seems to be doing the right thing, making evidence, getting trail evidence to everything. Like there's a call, there's a video, there's a video of the light falling out of the sky, which let's take a look at that again too, by the way. I want to look at that blue light. Where was it?
The house. You could hear the bang. Here's the.
It sounds like fireworks, but we know that's not it, right? Because of this. And look right up here somewhere. That falls out of the sky.
Here's a Ring camera.
So we know either that is fireworks and we're being hoaxed, or the police saw it down the road too. You know, they saw it right here. It's on his cam right there when he was at a call. They captured it. That's what this is. So the cop was on a call, sees that on their camera, and captured it. So It's a very nice blue. I don't know what blue is for. Maybe, I don't know. What does the blue fire usually mean? What kind of metal is burning when it's blue? Look at that. I mean, it got really bright. And you can see it on the other camera too. This one here. And we got sound, which is something I love in it. We got everything here except for now, there were never supposed to be aliens on video. So for the people who think there were aliens supposed to be on video, where do you get your information from? It's not even in the show description. I don't know where you saw that, but man, that is loud, isn't it?
So here's.
Did you see the flash? Watch this. Boom. It's like blowing up like a meteor. Boom. That flash is weird. That flash, you see it? That is bizarre. I don't know what it means. But you can see it reflecting in the vehicle's car. The vehicle, watch it reflect. Right around there. Yeah, not just that white flash. Boom. 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 Yeah, it sure sounds like fireworks. Man, it's crazy, isn't it? Lisa B throwing down $5. I sent you an email. Someone broke down the video and circled what he thought was alien. Oh, I can't see it. Hopefully you can help. Oh, I'll check it out. Hell yeah. Thank you, Lisa B. Yeah, you know, my, you guys, anytime you get a new phone, you have issues, right? My issues didn't happen till like a week later. I got, I'll tell you guys later. All right, I got it. I'll check it out and we'll look at it right away. Thank you for the $5. Lisa B throwing it down, a continuing supporter of Goof On as well. Monkey Man. Intuition is saying it's real. Yeah. Monkey Man, thank you for the $5 super chat. If it's real, well, we're going to look at that video that Lisa sent me and see that person break down what they think is happening. Maybe they know more about the way things look in the sky as far as falling meteorites or meteors. It's not a meteorite until it hits the ground, Rich. All right. Monkey Man, thank you very much. Yeah, I get the feeling this event is real. Not so sure. Like, why would, like, all of a sudden, the kid isn't sitting there, the thing falls out of the sky and he goes, oh God, let's make believe an alien is here. Quick, make a circle in the backyard. Get that thing, make impressions in the dirt. I'll call 911. Sorry, it's just not how it's happening. It did happen. It's real. They saw something and it took off. Why don't we have that on video? Oh shit. Problem number one. Why would you leave the area? If an alien is in your backyard, why would you leave? And don't you carry your phone with you? You're on the phone. You had it, right? And you go in the backyard, you see an alien, don't think to record it. He said he froze. These are the problems. Our intuitions are telling us something. Monkey Man and everybody. But there's something that there doesn't have to be anything wrong with the story. And no hoax is perfect. I just don't think this kid's hoaxing. Even though it looked like he was reading off his notes, and then we went out the door. Their door was open. I fell down. Joking. It wasn't that bad, but it was obvious. Thanks, Monkey Man. Thanks, Lisa. Mucho gusto generoso. Telling you, we are in a place now. Let me get that video that Lisa sent me. We are in a place now. Where is he? I don't see it. Where'd you send it to? Because it's not here. Oh, wait a second. Hold on. I have two accounts. Okay, you did. I got it, Lisa. Thank you. Oh, and Ronaldo sent $5 on the Cash App. Hey, thank you very much. Mucho gusto generoso, Ronaldo. Thank you, bro. Let me see if there's a note with it. Nope. Thanks a lot. That was cool. Okay. That is a weird way that Cash App is requesting me to get that money, but thank you very much, Ronaldo. Mucho gusto generoso. Okay, oh, this is a 26-second video, and the guy circles what looks to be an alien. Oh, I see what's going on. Let me pull it up. Here we go. Alien figurehead. This is funny. Like, okay, this, or is it this, or, oh, right here. Look, there's two eyes, the nose, the mouth. No, it's right here. You see it? It's right there. Oh my God. Let me play the video. Maybe he zooms in on it. I think I just saw it. Oh, this. Oh, this. This is the alien right here. Look, there's the... Then what was I looking at? You saw what I was pointing at. The two eyes, the mouth, the nose. So this is it. These are the glowing eyes. There's the neck, kind of thin. It's got an arm there, another one raised up. Still frame outlining possible alien figure and outstretched arm towards last few moments of this video. Let's see. Yeah, no. I guess so. Interesting, but man, that is really hard. Because I see what he's saying. It's right here. There's an eye and there's an eye. They're very wide apart because that's what it looks like. Even though the head looks smaller, the eyes look like, and there's the arm and the body. You could even see legs, torso. Huh. Yeah. Yeah. And I don't like, what is this down here? Well, I don't know what that's about. Yeah, this is a tough one. I'm not so sure the alien would be right there and they didn't see it. Yeah, I'm not so sure, kids. It's got to be a little bit of pareidolia. It's It's a good one, though, Lisa. Good looking out on that. Thank you for that. Lisa B throwing it down. Hey, Arrows Andy says 8 to 10 foot tall. It's a midget. Are we allowed to say midget? Little. It's a little people person people eater. What's this? Stephen A is like, hey, where'd Richie going? By seeing Richie. Yeah. It's a Draco reptilian-like Greer. It might be. Why'd they use a BlackBerry phone? Jeez. Have him show the photo. I just took a screen. Oh, I'm not going through that tonight. Let me see. What is this? Pounding alien ass shoop for dollar bills is awesome. Why is it, says, why is it in 1970s Pixel Man Mexicans are poor? Why is this taken in 1970s pixels? Man, watch out for that guy. Your name says a lot about you there. Keep an eye on that guy. Greer is crying as we speak. Yep. What's up, Byron Graber? How you doing? You are here. That's why we're talking now. What's up, Snowfly? One of these days, Zmog says, dem aliens are going to land in the wrong backyard and get capped. True. True. Well, there's your story, kids. And say what you want. I don't know what to say about it. Other than I think the story is a little bit real. Although I need more. Hey, I told you why it's not faked. I think this person and other people, they saw what they saw. My problem is this. All of that, making the 911 call, talking to the police, even though that was an hour later. We don't have any video, or nobody had the wherewithal to sit in the house, hide behind something and watch these things. Make sure they don't leave to get it on video. Why? That's my major problem with this story, and the only thing I can figure out right now that's a problem. Here, the kid walks upon an alien, sees the ship, says he froze there like he does when he's having sleep paralysis issues. So we have somebody who seems to be an experiencer talking about this stuff. We just got to keep an eye on this. So if anybody's going to keep an eye on it, send me what you find out about this kid. I think this kid may be pulling one off. Not so sure. Because that crop circle, that sand thing, that could have been there all night. He could have made that for all we know. I don't think he did. I really do think he saw something. I'm not joking at all. I do. I think we're seeing something that could be the biggest bullshit story. I was just thinking about the circle that was made, because it wasn't a perfect circle. The kid said it was, but it wasn't. I'm just thinking why the way it was shaped. If one person or two people made the circle to save time, did one go one way and the other go the other way, and they met, not making a perfect circle? I don't see any evidence of that. It doesn't look like that was made by people brushing their feet along the dirt to make it look like something landed there. I don't think it's that. There's a lot of positives on this one. The only negative that I'm finding right now is the end. Why didn't anybody sit there with them? Watch the aliens. Because if the aliens are who we think they are, then they put this kid in a trance for a second, which is why he said he felt like he had sleep paralysis, and they probably took off. That's the only logical answer I can come up with as to why there's no video evidence, why we don't see the lights taking off. Why didn't anybody else have the wherewithal to go down to that house, go down to where it hit the ground? Other people know. And if this kid was out there talking about it, making a big stink and calling 911, where were all the people coming out and looking at that circle in the backyard? And, it's just a weird story with a lot of holes. It's a good one, though. And if it's real, man, it's real good. But again, we do see it come out of the sky. There's witnesses that saw that. We have it on camera. That's not a lie. So what do you think? This kid's just sitting there thinking of ways to fake shit and actually could be in a lot of legal trouble for dialing 911 and making up a story? It's a real story. He thinks he saw 2 8-foot-tall aliens in his backyard, I'm telling you. And he may have. And it comes on the heels of Grush telling us there's aliens here. It's a good story. It made the news. It's gone viral. You guys know who Pete Dominic is? It's a guy with a talk show. Mick West and Pete Dominic talked about David Grush. Ugh. Not a bad conversation. Mick West basically says what you expect him to say, what everybody else is saying. It's based on hearsay. He actually used the same words that I've been using. Hey, we were the first ones to talk about that. You realize that. Goofon was the first. Because after it was on News Nation, 5 minutes after they posted it, we grabbed it, talked about it for an hour. And everybody's picked up on it. And a lot of people are saying it's hearsay, it's hearsay, it's hearsay. It's not even his experience. There's no video. He didn't even see any videos or pictures, nothing. And then they talk about who he's been talking to. Greer. Jeremy Corbell. My God. People in this community Grush has been talking to, as you heard Grush say, I've heard that we have alien bodies. I've heard we have alien craft. Who says all that stuff? Greer, Corbell. And those are the two fools, yes, fools, that fed the bullshit lie story or no evidence theories, hypothetical whistleblowing bullshit, no proof whatsoever, fed it to this guy, and now he's telling the story. It doesn't make it credible if more people start telling the lie. Grush is only repeating what Greer said, what Corbell said, what people who we doubt know what is really going on said. And now we're going to listen to Grush say it because he's got this reputation as a credible, likable, honest guy? Give me a break. Give me a break. Joke. Think we're all fools? We may get it, but the general population doesn't get it. And that's all they care about. They're happy we don't care.
All right. He is here. The great Mick West. We're going to talk about this guy, David Grush.
which
Wow.
was also Leslie Kean and Ralph Blumenthal, same two authors who wrote the debrief piece about Dave Grush. So yeah,
Right. And Leslie Kean and Blumenthal also got into his head. Oh my God. What? Linda Moulton Howe should have gotten in Grush's head too. I'm sure she did. I'm sure we'll be hearing from Spartan 1 and Spartan 2 from Grush. He's going to say, oh, I heard a story about these guys who went to Antarctica. I think they were called Spartan 1. He'll tell that story someday as a legitimate event.
this is, I think, if this is true, what is being said, then it's definitely bigger than that. And so, there's a lot more interest and also a lot more scrutiny. And I think it really deserves a lot more scrutiny.
Why do you say that? If this is true, first of all, and also, why would this deserve more scrutiny than past stories, leaks, videos, tapes?
Well, if you look back at the previous story, say the New York Times story of 2017, it was I think December 2017, and that was written by Leslie Kean and Ralph Blumenthal, but they essentially brought receipts. They brought these videos of craft, which were essentially official Navy videos that were of unidentified flying objects, and they had an interview with Lou Elizondo, who did actually work in some capacity on essentially.
And Elizondo groomed him. Oh. Somebody told me, this is hearsay, that Elizondo does remote view psychic readings for people and charges them for it.
Some type of UFO investigation program. And so they have kind of a lot more back then than they do now. Right now, we have essentially one person. We have Dave Grush telling us that other people have told him that we have a reverse engineering program for crashed alien spacecraft, essentially, and that we have recovered alien bodies from those crashed spacecraft. And we have a very limited set of snippets of interviews with him, with this journalist Ross Coulthart, who's an Australian journalist who's done a lot of stories on the UFO culture. And we know.
I can't. That's enough. Listening to Mick West talk should be put in an app that puts you to sleep. Yeah, it's interesting, everything he says, but it sounds like it's coming from the most boring voice on the planet. He's like the guy, the teacher in Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Bueller, Castro, Defons. Mick West is so boring. I can't listen to it. You know what he's going to say. We already said it all. It's the same shit. There's no reason to get into it. All right. So Ross Cuckold and his friend over there, Bryce Cable, talk about it as well. Obviously,
a very important moment in history. I really do.
He thinks that this is a very important moment in history. Of course, the interview that you did with your friend and spoon-fed from your friend. Look at the background. That's the one I used to use. Isn't that amazing? No. It doesn't come with a program. You have to download it. He actually stole it from me. I'm just kidding. He did, though. Everybody steals from Goof On.
I think it's the moment, but I think it's a tipping point, a slow movement towards an admission by the US government.
Yeah, he doesn't even believe that with his incessant blinking and his sinister smile. Freaking Joker-esque quality, like Linda Moulton Howe wearing too much freaking eye makeup.
things that seem unimaginable. So what have I been doing? Well, we're actually pre-recording this because I'm going to be on the move when this goes to air. But what we do know is that at 8 o'clock New York time, 5 June, tomorrow, there is going to be an article appearing in the debrief. Receive will be a trail of whistle.
Would be nice, Russ, is if we turn the table a little bit and let me interview you a little bit about how you tipped to Dave Grush, what you're going to have in your story that's so unique, and I think we should start with that.
I can't. I can't. I won't. Hold on. I think somebody sent me something. What is this? Ah, what the hell? Andrew sent this to me. Let me see something. I'm looking at. Oh, I see. I see what you sent me. Interesting. So, off of the crop circle, hold on. Let me get this one open. All right. Let me show you this. I don't think I can buy into this, but I'll show you what may be the alien head here. See it? This looks exactly like what the guy said. Now, yes, funny. It's a floating head near where the guy said it was seen. Now, mind you, this is later, an hour later. This is from the cop camera, right? Well, whatever it is, this is an hour later when they brought the cops in the backyard to look at this. It's not unrealistic for aliens to project their image. And it is possible that the image projection is there and the camera could have picked it up. Why not? Hey, I think, look, the aliens may not even be there. They may be, look, here it is. He zoomed in on it. Let me see if I can, there we go. I mean, this is really good. The mouth, the nose, the eye. This looks really freaking fantastic. And there's even a ghost image of it right here, which could be the image, the data of the alien. Maybe look at the other eye. I mean, you could even see it stretching out. This looks like it started to move and it got caught on camera. And the image projected out that the camera picked up is being smudged and we just caught it. Hey, anything's possible at 30 frames, 60 frames a second. It only takes one frame. That's what we got. We got one frame here, which could be pareidolia, could be the alien head of the actual alien the guy said he saw. Why would it just be a head? I don't know. How did it get there? How did it land? How did it do anything? Why are they 8 feet tall? Why ask why? Try Bud Dry. Remember that commercial? So interesting. Thank you, Andrew, for sending those, by the way. Not bad. Not bad work at all. God, something went in my eye. I feel like something's in my eye. It actually hurts, like, to touch it. It's been bothering me for the last 30 minutes. It's sensitive to the touch, like my eyeball, my actual ball. I can't believe it's still light outside. I noticed it stays bright till about 8:50, 8:45-ish. All right. All week long, I've been playing the MICK Hanks program about crash retrievals of non-human origin with Leslie Kean and Ralph Blumenthal. And I'm just going to continue where we left off yesterday. And if you were here, you might remember what it sounded like, what we listened to. If not, then we'll just keep going. Because every day's a new... Huh? It'll take a second. Coming on June 21st, the Goof On Store. The Goof On Store. You can grab your t-shirts, hats, and mugs at the Goof On Store. Coming to Goof On here on YouTube on the first day of summer.
Their trust. We withheld a lot of information till the right time because we knew it was only the right thing to do if we were going to get the story in the end. So, but that comes with the craft of journalism. You sort of know how to, work with your sources to get them to trust you and to take confidences before you rush it into print.
Absolutely true. Also, Ralph, sticking with you for a moment, with your background with the New York Times, really something that with your mutual reporting together, the two of you, that extends to Leslie also. But Ralph, talk about the vetting process. Talk about the process of following up on these sources, getting to know them, back-checking them, and understanding really who they are and how that can also be verified prior to going to print with an article and given the kind of information that's being presented.
Well, I mean, my training, as you say, was at the New York Times. I spent 45 years on the staff and a lot of it doing investigative reporting. So I knew what it would take to get a piece, up to the standard of publication, whether it's in the New York Times or the Debrief or anywhere else. The standards are the same for us. You got to get the sources to trust you. You got to get the documentation that backs it up. You got to get them to talk on the record. But I learned all that at the New York Times, that, you can't just take information on faith. There's a lot of stuff on the internet now that's really sensational and dramatic, but it's not, confirmed. It's not on the record. It's not nailed down. So I learned in my long journalism career how to do that. And I think we're very proud of the fact that we've done it in this article.
I'm very proud of the way we scammed the whole community. Love that we know how to do that. All right, I'm going to play this because it was on Cuomo and Mick West was on Cuomo, or I think. Yeah, oh no, he was on this lady's show. Let's watch this for a second. I'm interested.
Who he says he is and did in fact have top secret clearance with the government program on UAPs or UFOs. But not everyone is convinced by what Grush has said in his whistleblower complaint, and it's important to hear from them as well.
Goof On in high definition.
And conspiracy theory debunker Mick West
what year is
one
it?
Of those skeptics, and he joins us now. Mick, thanks so much for coming on the show. I really appreciate it.
Okay, love wins.
You take issue with several parts of David Grush's story. Let's go through them one by one. The first is when Grush describes the unknown materials that he says were making up this non-human aircraft. Let's listen to what he said.
Why do you know it's exotic?
Based on the very specific properties that I was briefed on, isotopic ratios that would have to be engineered for it to be
Greer
at those levels, but also just extremely strange, heavy atomic
Cuomo
metal,
is
high up in the
scam
table, arrangements that we don't understand, what the emergent properties are, but there's just a very strange mix of elements.
Mick, what bothers you about that answer?
Oh.
Well, there's 2 points, really. One is that he claims that they have intact craft, and they actually have the bodies of the pilots of those craft. So you would think things like actually having alien bodies would be much more significant evidence of there being aliens. But the other thing is the analysis he describes, the isotopic ratios and the structure of heavy elements, is stuff that's been part of kind of UFO mythology for a long time.
Right.
And these are actually not things that cannot be duplicated on Earth. Isotopic ratios are just a mixing of two types of metal of different isotopes. And the strange structures he's referring to quite possibly refer to a bit of bismuth and magnesium that has been floating around in the UFO community for a couple of decades. And it's quite possibly just a bit of an industrial slag or something like that. So these aren't actually new revelations. These seems to be very much just part of essentially UFO mythology, kind of repackaged in a semi-official format.
You have also noted that Grush received permission from the Department of Defense to do the interview with us. Let's listen to that part of the interview where he says that.
Have human beings been hurt or killed by a non-human intelligence?
While I can't get into the specifics because that would reveal certain U.S. classified operations, I was briefed by a few individuals on the program that there were malevolent events like that.
Okay, that wasn't actually the soundbite that I was calling for. He does say, and he shows us permission from the Department of Defense to give the that interview. What bothers you about that permission?
Well, the DoD, when they clear things like that, they're not actually checking it for accuracy. They're just saying it doesn't actually reveal any secrets. So if he's making claims that are quite extraordinary about, say, decades-long programs of reverse engineering that are kind of involve kind of this worldwide conflict and conspiracy that really seem like they would actually be secrets and they wouldn't be things that you want to be released. And the things that he's been told that he can release, like he gave a story to a French paper about a UFO that was recovered in Italy in the 1930s and then transported to America in the 1940s to be analyzed, and they've been analyzing it for 80 years. That is something that would be a secret, and yet they've told him they can talk about it, which kind of, to me, makes it sound more like it's not actually something that's true. Things that are mistakes are not classified.
Yeah, but isn't the biggest issue here that all of Grush's story is based on secondhand information? He didn't actually see the aircraft. He didn't actually see the alien remains. He was told about them or read documents about
from
them.
Greer, Corbell, Elizondo.
That's a huge point. He's not someone who worked on any of these programs. He said he didn't
He's
see
nobody.
Any photographs of it. He's not actually seen these things. He's talked to people. And we know there are people who think they've worked on programs. There have been people coming forward for many years. It never actually amounts to anything.
God, you gotta love Mick West. How can you hate that boring guy? He says good things. Just, it's hard to listen to. But boy, is he right. He hasn't said anything that he hasn't seen. Shh. All right. So far, the best evidence he's come up with, besides his own word, is the government's denial. Grush. What Grush is doing now, along with anyone who takes him at his word, is presenting an outstretched arm and saying, see? America's long, strange history of UFO whistleblowers. Why is everyone suddenly talking about aliens? A website called The Debrief, which said, here, I'm reading it from this. Is this it? Yeah. Specialized in frontier science and describes itself as self-funded, reported this week that a former intelligence official named David Grush said the U.S. government spent decades secretly recovering intact vehicles and partial fragments that weren't made by humans. Ba-ba-da-ba-da. Ever since UFOs, also known as UAP, first became a cultural sensation in the technology-fueled post-war era, people have latched on to stories like this one. The cycle has usually moved this way. Someone with military or government experience comes forward with the strange experience or encounter. They have no hard evidence, but given their background, are perceived by some to be a reliable observer anyway. Tabloids amplify the story, fanning public interest and demanding that the government reveal whatever it must be hiding. Officials deny that they found evidence of ET activity, which only fuels conspiracy thinking. This is familiar territory, Greg Egigian says, a historian at Pennsylvania State University who has studied UFO culture, told me. And it never leads anywhere concrete. Isn't that true? That's sad, though. Study of UAPs and UFOs on Twitter says, people keep mentioning PSYOP. This is an international issue. It would have to be a global PSYOP. Oh, what a dummy. Oh, what a dummy. So what do you think? It's only a PSYOP for the United States, you schmuck? A PSYOP is a PSYOP. No matter how many people are on the planet, everybody's involved in it. UFOs have been witnessed and researched by people in every vocation, including scientists all over the world. It would be well beyond a military PSYOP. Oh. I said, you're so adorable. I want to teach you so much, but I doubt you'll care to learn. A PSYOP doesn't have to be labeled worldwide audiences only to be a PSYOP. Look up what a PSYOP means, then think how it becomes a global message. Unreal how this side of ufology thinks. It's really bizarre. It really is. I have to keep saying what I have to say. I'm sorry about that. Hey, alien girl. Put a poll up. Oh, we put a poll up. I always forget. I got a poll up right now. Hey, I'm talking about the chat room. Here we go. I'll do Alien Girl's poll first, and then we'll get to my poll. Because I love saying my poll. No, this one. There you go. So Alien Girl, Amy, also known as Starchild. Here are the results from our poll in her morning show at 7 a.m. right here on YouTube. Join us tomorrow to review new breaking article. Is David Grush the new Lou Elizondo? 37% said yes. 21% no. 42% maybe. I hate maybes. You give the people who are voting an out. Never maybes. Oh, maybe. Fuck maybes. It's yes or no. Why ask the question if you don't want an answer? I'm sorry, I had to just get that out there. If you don't want an answer, say, do you believe he's a new Elizondo? Because I don't. If anybody does, I don't see how. But anyway, what do you think? No. Get the maybes out of your polls. There are no maybes. Maybe. That's not an answer. It's a cop-out. All right. But I love my alien girl in the morning. I do. I'm just giving you a hard time. Because I don't put maybes in mine. Let's go to my poll. My poll, which will end right now at 165 votes. My poll tonight says, do you believe aliens and falling lights were seen in Vegas because of Grush's testimony? See, when I first saw that, I thought there was no evidence at first. Then it got to me. So 61% no. That was a dumb poll. The dumb poll. Stupid me. Put that poll up tonight. Dumb. Look, there's no wrong answer. Everybody's right. But did you notice? No maybes. 61% said no because it really happened. 38% said yeah, it happened. And you know why it might have happened? It could have all been planned. That's Grush's nephew, maybe. How do we know he's not? I'm just playing. Do you guys still believe disclosure is on the way? You still think that's happening? Huh? Check this out. Listen.
Now, then there's the question of evidence. And there are some people who say, yes, we're 10 minutes into it, we're still talking about this. There are people who say, well, it's not enough evidence. It's just hearsay, right? Well, you got to take the whole picture into account. This is just
funny. That's what Goofon said.
The latest whistleblower, somebody very high up on the chain, who, as far as I can tell, stands to gain nothing from this, who had access to very classified information.
What are you talking about? Stands to gain nothing? This guy just picked up a new career as a UFO whistleblower who doesn't even blow. He just whistles. That's all. He whistles while he's at work. And he blows hot air. Greer said this, Corbell said that, Elizondo does remote viewing. I mean, come on, Matt Walsh. You got to do better than that.
Verified by other officials, denied officially by the Pentagon. But it's the latest in a chain of events that includes all kinds of sightings, thousands of them, accompanied by photographic and video evidence, radar. It's been going back, there was many famous sightings going back years and years and years, going back decades. But there was the famous sighting that I think they covered in Unsolved Mysteries, the latest Unsolved Mysteries series on Netflix in Michigan, where hundreds of people saw these things simultaneously and were calling in. We have the 911 reports of them calling in, reporting what sound very much like flying saucers. And it was caught on radar by the National Weather Service at the same time. So many things like that. So you've got eyewitnesses, you've got classified information, you've got physical evidence, you do have videos, we have radar. So there's actually a lot of evidence here, which makes, so if it's still not enough for you to even entertain the possibility, then I have to ask you, what do you need? If this isn't enough to even make you pause to think about it, then what evidence do you need? What that tells me is that there is no evidence that you could ever be presented that would convince you. I think that is the...
Oh my God, Matt Walsh fails on an epic level right here. Failure. You want to know why Matt Walsh failed? Because he doesn't know anything about ufology. That's why he failed with what he just said. That is one of the dumbest statements I think I've heard from somebody of his caliber in a long time. What more evidence do we need than hearsay? Are you out of your Vulcan mind? What are you, an idiot now? What are you, buying into this?
Not enough for you to even entertain the possibility, then I have to... There's actually a lot of evidence here.
No. There's evidence that people tell us that they have, that we don't see. And everything that they showed us was bullshit. Am I living? What happened to the planet overnight? Everybody just...
Which makes, so if it's still not enough for you to even entertain the possibility, then I have to ask you, what do you need? If this isn't enough to even...
See, when Matt Walsh steps into our playground, we get to call him out for his stupidity, just the way he does to everybody else who tries to go into his world and be smarter than him. Well, this is our chance. This guy has no idea what he's talking about. He thinks that old adage, what is that saying that people say, there's enough circumstantial evidence that we could put a murderer away for murder with all the evidence we have on UFOs. Yeah. If you compile 80 years worth, yeah. But individual stories? No. Not without the evidence. Sorry. Bigger the claim, bigger the evidence. And in this situation, there ain't any evidence. Oh, Matt Walsh, what a failure today. And I usually like the guy.
Make you pause to think about it, then what evidence do you need? What that tells me is that there is no evidence that you could ever be presented that would convince you. I think that is the case for some people. Like you could literally see them land right in front of you and you would still say, oh, it's AI, it's mind control.
Yeah. Yeah, we would say that at first because we've been lied to every single story. Idiot.
Like you would go to any other explanation but that.
Yeah. Yeah. I would go to any other explanation other than seeing somebody's video of an alien or a UFO landing. It would have to be done in a special way with special people in a special place. Unbelievable, Matt Walsh right there. Remember when Anjali put herself out there and she said she welcomed skeptics and would answer all the questions? Remember that? And then she actually got questions and she's like, stop being mean to me. Stop attacking me. Remember that? Just wait and see what happens to Grush. Grish? Grush should welcome questions that dig into whether he was lied to or fooled. Right? But we know where he got the story from. Stories. Greer, Corbell, and Eleganzo. Look at this person says to Mick West. Rob Sheridan said this to Mick. If you are indeed trying to solve the puzzle, then why the constant push against this? Why don't you go with it and support the very individual who has put himself in this position at the highest level for the truth? Are you not a truth seeker? So he's just asking Mick West to put facts aside and to take what this guy is saying as legitimate because he wouldn't lie. He's in the government. He's worked for the government. This guy's respected, well liked. Seems like a nice guy. Why would he lie, Mick? Just take it for what it is. And Mick says, support him by not asking questions about what he's claiming? Surely you jest. I put in that part, but. And then Rob comes back and says, you're not the Riddler, Mick. Question with a question doesn't work with me. Actions speak louder than words. Now that's funny, considering the guy he's claiming is a UFO know-it-all got his words from hearsay. Idiot, Rob Sheridan. What is happening to the people on this planet? I can't believe what I'm hearing, seeing, observing. As a legitimate human on this planet, I see people losing IQ points overnight. They get so giddy. Ooh, he said that there's aliens and bodies. So did Greer. So did Elizondo. So did Corbell. So did Gary Nolan. So did Tucker Carlson. And where's the evidence? Oh, you guys are asking way too much. Now you want to see it? This guy just laid it all out there. Now you want to see it too? Unbelievable. Mr. B's Truth Seekers. Hey, man. That's a super dono of 10 bones. $10. Throwing it down like it's 1999. I wish it was 1997 again. What a year. Thank you very much, man. I appreciate it. Mr. B's. We got to have you on the show, too. Being that you're You started out too just recently, right? Thanks for the 10 bones, man. Appreciate the support. See you in and out of here. Thank you very much. Yeah, man. And you are a continuing supporter of Goof On Now, whether you like it or not. You're in the family. Don't think you can leave, Mr. B. All right? Nobody leaves after throwing down a 10 spot. All right. All right. Are we all on the same page? Can I go? Can I leave and just say, that's it? We all get it. Hearsay is not evidence. What this guy got, this story, had evidence, had a circle, had an impression, something landed, something in the sky. There was a 911 call. There was witnesses. There were police witnesses, body cam footage. It's the greatest story. This story was better than Grush. This story made me happy today. Thank you for hanging out tonight. Thanks for the support. Really, that was fun. Tomorrow night, we'll go over it again. I'm sure there'll be an update on the 8-foot tall tale aliens. We'll see. I don't know if it's a real story, but damn it, it sure looks good. It sure does. Yeah. Hey, we almost hit 200 tonight. I said it would be a big show, and don't be surprised at that. So that was good. That was a good time tonight. Thanks for that, guys. I appreciate you guys hanging out, supporting the show. You know, really, you inspire me to keep going, and I can't thank you enough for that. We do it here. Truthology for ufology for you. So thanks. We'll be back tomorrow night, Friday. I'm going to go catch the rest of this hockey game, hit the gym, and be back tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Eastern. Don't forget, 7 a.m., Alien Girl. Don't forget to go there tomorrow morning. Start your day off right with a 1 to 2 hour live. And I'm sure she's going to talk about this tomorrow, so I can't. Hopefully I'll be awake and see that show tomorrow morning. All right, we'll see you then. Have a great night, and be kind, be nice, and alien bless everybody.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. God have mercy on your soul.
Control life. Warning. Warning. Failure. Control life. Warning.
Unidentified flying object.